What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another Draw Editions video. I know it took me a hot minute to get this one out, but I've been quite busy, so, it is what it is. I'm gonna do all the days. Don't you worry about that. There might be a few days where I have to do multiple videos in one day to make up for the days I miss, but I am gonna get all the days of Inktober done. It's happening. I'm gonna do it. Anyway, today's topic, well, not today's topic, not yesterday's topic either. The day before yesterday's topic was Angel, and the day before that was Dagger. And I figured Dagger's a pretty small prompt, so I figure I'll just mix it with the next one to give it a little bit more volume. So I do end up making this a mixture of Dagger and Angel. And one thing I'll say about this one, I am actually really happy with how this came out. I think it would look a little better with color because just the full black and white can make the side of the page that this is drawn on gets very full very fast. So having a little color variation might have made it a little bit easier to tell things apart, but overall, think it's pretty good, and I hope you guys are going to like it too when it's done. I struggled with this hand for a long time. Like, I came back to it later, and I've probably drawn one good hand in my entire life, and it was not in this video, so, I gotta work on that a little bit. But I actually think that the shape of the body is pretty decent. Like, I mean, I think I'm getting a little bit better at doing, like, human characters because, it's just, humans are kind of weird shapes. I don't know if you've ever, if you've ever tried drawing humans before. They're like a bunch of shapes stacked on top of each other, so they're kind of weird. So they're not super easy, but I think I'm getting better, so that's good. Now that I'm seeing this in the replay as I'm doing this voiceover, I am remembering something I meant to mention. So I am doing like a fantasy angel because I don't feel like drawing a ball with like 10,000 eyes and a million wings, so I did decide to do a more fantasy angel, but I did want to have a little bit of that biblically accurate kind of idea going into it, so I decided to give the thing 6 wings instead of how most fantasy angels only have 2, and I had them going in all different directions, and that's why I said that the page gets very crowded. I did a lot of wings to try and get a little bit more, just a little bit more accuracy in there compared to like what would usually, now not even close still, like I said, ball with 1,000 eyeballs and millions of wings. Now there's a bunch of different angels, but like, point is they're all pretty, weird looking, so I figure this one is a little bit cooler. Not necessarily cooler, but more fun to draw, and I think I can do better with it than I could with the others. I did also with the fantasy setting, I feel like if these, in fantasy settings, I feel like people give them like armor a lot, but I don't feel like angels would really have armor. So I decided to go for more of a cloak, a hooded cloak kind of look with like a dress, and I don't know what that mid part is called. It's more medieval, more Renaissance in design, but I don't know what that middle bit is called, but that's pretty common in designs for that. And I decided to give them the chonkiest belt known to mankind. I don't know why I gave them that, but chonky belt, and it kind of looks good, so I kept it. I did start adding feathers in to the wings because I mean, this thing was honestly looking a little bit more fairy-like than angel-like with those bug-looking wings, so feathers is obviously a step in the more angelic kind of look. Ooh, should have given the thing a halo. That would have... Still don't really know how to do lighting when it comes to shading, so I mean, not too much I could have done with a halo, but I think a halo would have been a cool addition to this. But it works fine without one, so that's good, I think. I think it's okay. Let's see. So tomorrow, and this is another reason for the fantasy, and actually a reason for the way I drew this. Tomorrow, or hopefully tomorrow, assuming I don't have hours upon hours of stuff I need to get done, tomorrow's prompt will be demon, and I thought, hey, with angel and demon following up each other, I could like kind of pose them as if they're like preparing to fight. So even though it's going to be two separate pieces, they could almost be interconnected in a way. And this is another reason I went more for the fantasy aesthetic of angels, because like biblically, angels and demons are literally the same thing, just demons are fallen angels, so like they're literally the same thing. So with fantasy there's a bit more like division there, and I can go a bit more monstery, and I think that's going to be cool. So I think that works, and I'm hoping that'll end up looking cool. I have an idea, so we'll see how that goes. One thing I did with this, and I do this with a lot of my drawings, but I did like really harsh shadows for certain areas that just by default are just like really harsh because there wouldn't be any light getting in there. So pretty much anywhere her outfit opens up, I just put super harsh shadows. I worked on her eyes for a little bit. I think I might, and I mean, if you guys would like this would be something I could do where I just post a video of me just practicing anatomy and like facial features, basically just practicing all the stuff I need help with or like work with. And I could just post a video of me just practicing, because I fiddled with trying to make this thing's face look good for a long time, and eventually just settled on putting a blindfold on to ignore the eyes, because eyes are really hard to do. So yeah, this is like, I think that could be cool. So if you guys would like to see that, just let me know in the comments. This is the Dagger section of the video. It's a very small part, and when I finish this, you'll see why I said Dagger's a little bit of a empty plot or empty prompt to just like base a whole video around. So I do really like this dagger design. This is a really cool dagger design, and I just kind of like, I used a few reference pictures, but for the most part, this is just me doing my own little design on the thing, and I actually really like how that came out. I might make some similar weapon designs in the future, because this is, I really like how this turned out. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and remember, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, would really help me with the algorithm. That's actually not the end of this video. I made a mistake, but anyway, still a good thing. Needed to say this in the middle, forgot to. If you liked the video, just like and subscribe, would really help me out. And if you want to see one of your ideas become a video, all you got to do is leave a comment. I'm always looking for ideas, so your comment pretty much guaranteed to be turned into a video. Also, I mentioned earlier that I thought this would look cooler in color. If that's something y'all would like to see, if you would like to see me go back and do a bunch of my Inktober videos in color, I would be totally happy to do that. And I think that'll be it for this video, so I will see y'all in the next one.